Happy Wednesday, February 12th, 2025, everybody. And oh my goodness, oh boy, we got a lot of weather to talk about as we got a very big snowstorm. Son of the Marbles is saying and was a repeat to the blizzard of 1979 across eastern part of the nation here. So we are going to go through that and see if it's going to be true or not. And we are also going to be taking a look at multiple other snowstorms, including one yesterday and one going to be today into tonight, and even some severe weather outlook. So we are finally getting severe weather for me the first time in literally across the southern US for the first time in literally since December here. So we're including the higher chances for tornadoes across Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, and stuff like that. So we're going to dive into all of that today. So we're going to be first talking about is our latest GFS model, and you guys will have a pretty good handle about what I am talking about here. So as we go through 7 a.m. today, February 12th, you guys can see storm number 1 here with some rain, some snowfall, and some heavy freezing rain expected for Kentucky, West Virginia, southern Pennsylvania, and Virginia. But the good news is by the time this video is released, this storm will just be about done. So don't worry about what I am saying right now. But then, oh boy, we are shifting out west here when including this little piece of energy right up there, including some snow in Nebraska, Kansas, Iowa, and stuff like that. So we're going to be watching this snowstorm as it's going to be riding along the low pressure system. So we're going to be kind of moving into a more trough and wind session. So, but as of now, we're going to expect this heavy snowfall to fall across this area today into tonight. So this is 7 a.m. By the time you guys are watching the video today, the storm will move northeast, and it's going to hit it's going to hit Illinois, Missouri here, Iowa, Nebraska, anywhere like that. And this may dump according to 1 inch per hour snowfall, especially along these rain snow lines across Oklahoma, southern Missouri, and tip of southern Indiana and in Illinois here. So this is what we're going to be watching. Plus, we're going to be watching for some potential severe weather too, as this warm bubble is going to be reaching the Gulf of Mexico today into tonight into tomorrow here. We're going to be watching for some severe weather across this area. So if you guys live in Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and including Virginia, Tennessee, and North Carolina here, you guys are going to experience this severe weather today. So don't be scared, be prepared for some severe weather. And it's not just going to be like that, it's going to be flooding as well, which I might talk about this in just a few minutes. So by the way, by the time we reach 7 p.m. tonight, that's tonight, and this storm is going to grow stronger into a 1,006 mobile low pressure system, and this will bring a lot of energy from the Gulf here, bringing severe weather across this side over there, freezing rain and some snow like a loop here from Pennsylvania all up to Michigan. In Chicago, Detroit, you are going to be getting into some places too, and along that is some freezing rain, which is an ice storm. So so somewhere along there will have a 50% chance of getting 0.25 or greater of ice, which can cause an ice storm warning. So something to monitor here very closely, especially if for areas that already got hit by the ice storm recently. I can still see some icicles on the power lines as of this video in Mobile, Ohio, up by my house. So just be ready for this. And then, as you guys can see here, by the time we reach 1 a.m. tomorrow morning here, 7 a.m., the storm will truly hit New York, New England, and this will start for a cold front here, which will bring this warm air up, and this very cool air will be starting to come down across the central United States, bringing snowfall to Ohio and Michigan here, as this heavy snowfall will move more east. So totals with the snowfall about 6 to maybe even 8 inches, especially the closer to the rain snow line you guys get more. So don't be scared, be prepared. The total snowfall forecast will be coming later in this video. So as we move through 1 p.m. February 13, this snowfall will move across Maine. I think that all the Maine is going to get snow, and then after that, by 7 a.m. on, I think it's Friday. Yeah, so I think it's Friday at 7 a.m. the storm will be finally all set and done. However, this is not it, guys. It will get even crazier heading into the 15-16. So we're going to be watching this area right here for a crazier snowstorm, as we already got a atmospheric weather moving in from the west here across California, Nevada, and areas along the mountains will get heavy snow, while areas below the mountains, boy is going to get a really hard hit, especially places that don't usually get it for this time of year, and especially where all the fires in LA, you guys are going to get hit really hard by those floodings. So we're not going to talk to you about much in this video across California, but just make sure. But if you live in LA, please be sure to get ready for this. Don't be scared, be prepared, and stuff like this. But anyways, this piece of energy is going to move to the east, and this will get even crazier, guys. I want you guys to watch this. If this model is right, I need you guys to watch this. I was kind of shocked when I saw this today. So 5-6 days out, possible. So you can see the snowstorm is starting to develop. This is just part 1 of the snowstorm for parts of Iowa. I don't know what these 2 states, Wisconsin and Illinois here. You guys are going to be watching this snowstorm that will start here around 7 p.m. on February 14th. That's a Friday. 1 a.m. on Saturday, February 15th. This will move eastern, and this is just the start of it, at least from Mobile, Ohio, guys. Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, and areas along the west of the Great Lakes area. And 7 a.m. it gets crazier. This is when the heavy snow starts. Around 7 a.m. on February 15th. Now this is where danger begins. So around 7 p.m. February 14 to very early in the morning on February 15 is the best time for Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, all the way up into northern Maine. We'll probably be going shopping, get generators and items they need for the storm on their safety checklist. And then as you can see, the snowstorm already got started, dumping a thick 8 inch per hour, dumping some, at least kicking up some accumulations and stuff like that. And then as we reach through 1 p.m. on February 15, this will clear out a bit. However, we will get this flooding river across the application mountains into the, so across this area, which will bring in some flooding here. And then you can see it gets crazier. Our area, past Michigan, Illinois, is going to get started by the next set of snowstorm. So this will expect to be rain over the course of 5-6 hour period, which is not good because snow first, then rain, then snow can make the snow fall harder to predict, harder to shovel, harder to plow. And last time I got the storm and one of the snowstorm, I think back 10-20 years ago, people are getting heart attacks while shoveling off ice. So this is kind of like a same scenario. So that's not good, and it gets even crazier. Look at as we reach 1 a.m. February 16. Look at that. Just look at that. 988 for Pennsylvania, and this snowstorm is probably one of the most snowstorms you guys will ever forget. So there's a warm front, there's the cold front, and you can see all these warm air is rising above, bringing us a real stasis chances for severe weather from Mississippi all the way to Georgia. Around the same areas that it's getting severe weather today. And look at this. Look at the tightening of the pressure. Like this is going to be like a blizzard of 1976. If we get strong gradient with the snowstorm in sight here, wow. I mean, look at this. And it gets even crazier. Look up across the northeast. It will finally get out. However, we might get some more lake effect, especially across those cracks in the ice on the lakes over here. And this air will start diving in once the storm moves out of Maine. And this is a blizzard part. So end of this storm will very likely be blizzard if this model is correct. There's still some time for a slight increase in strength, decrease in strength, or a movement south, shifting east-west, or anything like this. So I will let you know if this is true or not, but definitely be ready for this. So as you guys can see, once this is moved out, we got this little cripple system coming down over here around the 18th of February. That's after President's Day weekend. And then you guys can see here, check that out. Like, look at this. Check that out. More snowstorm. So around the 19th, the 20th, and the 21st. And look at this. Potentially a northeast or more dangerous snowfall, a northeast storm possible for parts of the Atlantic Ocean into the main off the coastline, and this will bring in heavy snow, strong winds as it deepens into with a peak of 982 millibars here. So, and that's the big snowstorm right there, once again, for Ohio up into the New England area. So, Look at that. And then you can see here, this will all clear out as before we get into this very strong blizzard here. Once again, across portion of West Virginia, and parts of Ohio here too. So we're going to be watching this as well before shifting up to the northeast and then getting some warm temperatures back. So this is basically going to be just storm number 1, which is getting out of here. Storm number 2 tonight. This is going to be storm number 3 and the big one. And then a storm number 4, this one. And then a storm number 5, this one. So potentially 4 snowstorms. 1 was yesterday, but 4 snowstorms across the area over the next 360 hours. So that's going to be amazing. So somewhere along this area will be hit. And it's not just the GFS who is predicting this, it's the Canadian model who is predicting this as well. So this is a quasi-Canadian model. Again, there's a storm that is happening tonight. And then as we move through here, the only difference with this model is that it starts as snow, it continues use of snow across Mobile, Ohio, and then all the rain will be hitting across Indiana, Ohio, and Illinois, right there, with the southern movement across the southern Great Lakes. And then this will briefly reach rain across our area where I live in Mobile, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and then snow again. Like, look at this, changing to snow quickly, and 982 normal low pressure system is just getting in our hair across the application mountains. Like, look at that. This is like truly blizzard across Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, and across the New England area. Like, wow. This is the coldest and the strongest predicted marbles there is, and this is what it's predicting. So there's now 2 marbles that is agreeing to this, seeing some similar outcomes. So this is going to be a big problem. So it's not just me, it's not just GFS or the Canadian marble, it's a European marble as well. But this time you might see something better with this latest quasi marble of the European. So you can see the storm will start to move, and you can see this is the first storm right there, move out of the hail, and then by 15-16 you can see it starts to come in again. It will start off as snow, and then it will go to just plain rain, and you can see this one has a bit more westerly track to it, which will bring some rain to our area and the Pennsylvania area, but still snow from Arkansas all the way up to Michigan. So that's definitely not good. And for Canada as well. So something that we're going to be watching here. And then you can see we got this another snowstorm for the 1920th time frame, this time not as aggressive and stuff like this. So yeah. So how much total snowfall we're going to get? So here is the latest total snowfall from the GFS model, and you guys can see here that starting off in the west here, west is still getting a lot of snow over the next 360 hours, which is pretty good news. Not as much as a couple weeks ago, but still good news for the ski resorts. And then you can see here, this big storm will make a spike across these areas. Like, I'm talking about 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 inches of snow in this area. And as furthermore west you go across Ohio, boy, 20 to 30 inches of snow. Like, that's nearly 2 to feet and feet of snow. Like, I had never seen this much snow on the marbles for 15 years, for 10-15 years, guys. So incredible. And look at the northeast, right there, just 39, 40, 50 inches of snow across New York, Pennsylvania, 40 inches in Pennsylvania somewhere, and goes down into the mountains here. So guys, so that's pretty crazy, guys. So that's the part that we are going to be seeing here over the next 10 to 15 days, and that's just a lot. And it's not just me who's predicting this, but it's the temperature as well. And you can see here, we're going to get warm up here, but we might get a cool snap here as we reach February 14. So across the central western Great Lakes area, we might get cold air before we throw it back up to the warm air again. And then you can see we are getting this negative PNA, positive PNA developed. So you can see there's a positive PNA. And this will allow all this cool air to go down across the central and eastern United States. Warm air still going up across the far eastern. And then you can see here, this is getting crazy. That's next week after the storm. And oh no. Like, we're getting back to this cooler temperature. Like, first night it's going to be -1, -2 as a temperature. We're at the wind chills, and then night 2, -5, -10, -4, -11 from Ohio to Illinois, -20 across North Dakota. There's night 3, -5, -11. This is night 3. Night 4 is going to be a last night across Ohio. -1, -2 before it gets warmed up again. But then we will get the second shot of cool air coming down in the zeros across Ohio and Indiana after we get this brief warm air before this start resurging up into the warm air again, as you guys can see. So that's going to be a lot of cold temperature. And it's not just me who's predicting this as well. It's the Climate Prediction Center too who is predicting this, and you can see a lot of below normal temperature across the central and eastern United States. Positive PNA, above average temperature across the west here. So we'll be watching. And then the Storm Prediction Center for Severe Weather Outlook. This is for today. Also referred to as Day 2, and you can see there's a slight risk for Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and then you can see here the tornado is actually the most significant risk, as we will get very high chances of tornadoes. This could be higher by the time you're watching this video, and this is just crazy stuff. So I will update you step by step of the way if this model is continuing to trend on this. If you live in Michigan, Illinois, Ohio, and stuff like that, be ready for tonight's storm. And across this area as well, get ready for tonight. And please make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Whoop.